Hi, Brad. It's Clint. We covered quite a few clubs today. Started out with bunkers. Bunker shots are super easy. All you do is take your club, open the club face up, and then we will aim a little left to compensate. No problem. And then third thing, we want to swing a little bit over to the left, and with your club slightly open, the ball's going to come out straight towards the hole. It takes a little while to kind of get used to that. Open the club face to add the bounce. Open your stance a little bit to compensate. The third thing we do is swing a little bit over to the left. Now that's on grass. That's why it's kind of going left. If that were sand there, trust me, it would be going that way more. And then the final thing, just four things, is leave the bounce on the club, leave the face open. And you can see how the club face here is looking up, and that's different than these little chips and pitches where that club face comes around, right? And now the toe of the club is up instead of the club face. We also talked about some iron shots. One thing I want to see good on those iron shots is those hips shifting. We got to get that weight forward. You tend to get some weight, a little bit extra weight on that back foot. So just make sure those hips shift. As long as that head stays back behind that ball, we're golden. And look at, I love that hip shift right there. That's fantastic. All right? Good job. And then with a driver, didn't have the driver swing on there, but what you're doing with your driver is you're pointing your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are pointed towards the target, and you get a little bit of tilt with those shoulders. Just get a good alignment. And if you ever get a little stuck with a driver, just swing 6 inches above the ball. You won't go wrong there. If you're swinging 6 inches above the ball, you'll get that feel back. And then finally, we talked about putting, and you're doing all kinds of things right on your putting. The only thing I would recommend you do, you tend to turn your head and peek where the ball's going, and that can just throw the putter offline a little bit. So what we want to do, the old adage is listen for the ball. And look at this guy right there. It's easy to do. And right once the ball's about that far, then you can go ahead and look. But just listen for the ball to go in the hole. Otherwise, great work. We'll see you soon.
This is Brad Shrunk. You can look at these videos all you want, but the bottom line is, unless you take a lesson, you might think you're doing it, but I can guarantee you, you're not. Clint is a great guy, and I would use him anytime.
There you go. Thanks, Brad.